Hello, dear one. I'm so glad you are here. Let's begin by sitting or lying in a way that feels gentle to your body. Let your shoulders soften, let your jaw relax, and allow your breath to slow until each inhale feels like a quiet wave washing the inside of your chest. Perhaps today has carried hurry or noise. Perhaps the mind keeps replaying moments that tug at your heart. For these next moments, you can rest within a circle of kindness. Nothing is required of you except to be present with me and with yourself. Feel the surface beneath you supporting every part of your weight. Feel the air against your skin. Let the simple act of noticing these sensations invite a small sigh of relief. In this space, you are safe, accepted, and held. As you stay with your breath, bring gentle attention toward the center of your chest. Notice any tension or flutter there, any quickness or dull ache. It's all right. This place is the house of your spirit, and it welcomes your awareness just as you might welcome a dear friend at the door. If emotion arises, sadness, tiredness, or even a flicker of hope, allow it to move through you like weather across an open sky. No feeling can harm you when you meet it with understanding. Each sensation is simply energy passing through, looking for acknowledgement. By greeting it kindly, you prove to yourself that you can choose compassion in every moment, even toward the parts of you that once felt unlovable. In our busy days, we give so much energy outward. Perhaps your hands prepare meals, your voice offers encouragement, your thoughts hurry to solve problems for others. Yet sometimes the very heart that powers all that loving effort is left unattended. Right now, place one palm over that heart. Feel the warmth beneath your fingers. Beneath bone and beat lives an endless well of wisdom. Whisper silently, I choose to be here for you. Let those words land inside like a soft blanket. Bring awareness now to your head, your belly, your legs, your feet. Notice how each part responds when you treat it with quiet interest rather than criticism. If you sense tightness in the brow or heaviness in the limbs, simply breathe slower until the edges soften. You don't have to fix anything. You are practicing presence, and presence itself is healing. This is the soil where new self-love can sprout, little by little, tender shoot by tender shoot. You may recall moments when you felt overlooked or judged, perhaps even by yourself. Those memories can sit heavy, as though the past is an anchor wrapped around today's ankles, yet anchors can be lifted. With each slow exhale, picture any old harsh words drifting downward and dissolving into the earth. As they settle, they fertilize fresh understanding. Feel the freedom of letting them go. Feel the gentle emptiness that follows, a clean space ready to be filled with kindness. Stay with the rhythm of your breathing. Hear the quiet between each pulse of your heart. In that quiet lives a simple truth. You deserve your own tenderness as much as you have offered it to every other life. Say softly inside, I welcome peace into my mind. Notice the small shift as that statement echoes. The nervous system hears it, the muscles hear it, the cells hear it. Over time, sentences like this can reteach every layer of your being to relax into trust. Perhaps doubt rises, thoughts that question whether rest is allowed, whether gentleness can be productive. Greet doubt, too, with warmth. Thank you for trying to keep me alert, yet I choose ease. By naming the choice, you claim authority in your inner world. Authority does not need force, it needs clarity. You are already cultivating clarity each time you pause and breathe with intention. Sense again the ground or chair beneath you. Feel how its support never wavers. Whether you are tense or calm, use that as a living metaphor. The universe supports you unconditionally. Even when the mind rushes, the larger current of life carries you. Notice how your breath continues without effort. Notice how your heart continues to beat. These quiet rhythms remind you that receiving is natural. You are wired to receive oxygen, circulation, and daylight. Receiving your own affection is simply the next natural step. Gently return attention to the sounds around you, perhaps the hum of distant traffic, the soft tick of a clock, the hush of evening air. Each sound affirms that life goes on while you rest. There is no need to hurry back into motion. Let the calm prove that slowing down does not reduce your worth. It reveals it. Offer thanks to yourself for choosing this moment of care. Offer thanks to your body for being the faithful companion that carries your spirit. Pause here for one more full breath, in and out, and feel the subtle glow of safety settling inside you. Now, dear heart, notice the way your chest feels softer, your mind a shade quieter. You have opened a door, and through that door, we will walk together into deeper understanding. Love grows where it is given a place to root, and by welcoming yourself just now, you have prepared the soil. Stay right here in this softness as we continue. You carry a gift that flows so freely it might seem like second nature, the gift of giving. Think about all the ways you pour kindness into the world. Perhaps you offer a listening ear when a friend's day goes heavy. Perhaps your smile lifts strangers in passing. Your heart has learned countless subtle languages of support, quiet acts that often go unseen, yet ripple far beyond eyesight. This generous impulse is a beautiful quality. It reflects the vast river of love that lives within you. For a long time, you may have believed that directing that river outward was the best or only way to feel its power. Yet rivers also nourish the land they pass through, and your inner landscape longs for that same refreshment. Take a soft breath and let your attention drift toward memories of recent giving. You might notice a warm glow, perhaps mixed with a feeling of depletion. Giving without balance can feel like carrying a basket whose bottom slowly wears thin. Each favor or comforting word is a precious item you place in that basket. And if you never pause to reinforce the weave, eventually the treasures slip through. The reinforcement your basket needs is self-love. When you add strands of care for yourself, you strengthen every future act of kindness. Listen inside for any quiet hesitation. Many caring souls learned early that love must be earned, proven through unending service. That lesson may have shaped a hidden rule. I may give, but I must wait to receive. Today we start changing that rule. You are not only a giver, you are also a sacred recipient. The very life that animates you whispers, "Let me bless you too." Receiving does not diminish generosity, it widens it. When you include yourself in the circle of care, love flows in a fuller loop, returning to you rich and renewed, ready to overflow again. Place your hand once more over your heart. Notice its rhythm. Each thump is an act of giving and receiving, pushing blood out to nourish the body and drawing it back to refresh. Your heart is already modeling balanced love with every beat. Allow that simple wisdom to sink in. Nature designed you for reciprocity. Say within, "As I give love, I also welcome love." Feel how that sentence vibrates. Perhaps it sparks a little resistance or maybe a sweet relief. Whatever arises, let it be there. It is part of the learning. Consider a garden where every plant shares nutrients through its roots. When one plant is starved, the whole ecosystem weakens. In the same way, when the giver in you goes hungry, the gifts become harder to sustain. Nourish the source, and each offering shines brighter. Think about a time someone thanked you genuinely and how that gratitude lit a warm glow in your chest. That glow is the energy of receiving. You can generate it yourself, for yourself, at any moment. Here is a gentle affirmation to practice. I am worthy of the kindness I share. Speak it silently now, letting each word find its place inside. Notice any inner echo, perhaps a sigh, a tingle, a subtle warmth. That response is your system aligning with truth. The old belief that said self-love is selfish begins to loosen its grip. The new belief settling in says self-love is service, because a nourished heart supports the world more sustainably. You may wonder how to start offering yourself the same tenderness you show others. Begin as you would with a friend, by listening. When a thought surfaces that says, I'm tired, meet it with compassion. Yes, rest is allowed. When the body hints at hunger or thirst, respond promptly, let's eat something nourishing. Such simple listening transforms inner dialogue from command to conversation. Notice how small acts of self-care ripple outward. When you pause to stretch, your mood lifts and your words become kinder. When you take a brief walk in fresh air, your outlook opens wider. Soon, every person you greet benefits from the brightness you have cultivated. Giving to yourself is not stealing time from others. It is investing in shared well-being. Let's breathe together once more. Inhale slowly, letting your ribs expand, and silently say, I honor the love within me. As you exhale, sense that love radiating outward gently, not forced, like sunlight spilling across a quiet field. This balanced flow, inward and outward, is the natural state we are reclaiming. Allow a moment of gratitude to bloom toward yourself for being willing to see your own generous heart and to include it in your circle of care. This willingness is the first key that opens the door to lasting self-love. Keep this key close, for we will use it again and again as we journey deeper. Thoughts are whispers that shape reality. Each idea passing through the mind sends a message to the emotions, and those emotions communicate with the body in a language of hormones, tension, and release. When thoughts are gentle, the body hears a lullaby, muscles loosen, breath lengthens, and organs perform their work with grace. When thoughts turn harsh, the body hears an alarm, shoulders climb toward the ears, the stomach tightens, and the heartbeat races. Understanding this simple chain returns choice to your hands. By guiding thoughts toward kindness, you guide the body toward ease. Picture tending every flower in a garden, yet forgetting to water the soil. In time, the ground cracks, and even the brightest petals fade. Thoughts of self-neglect are like sun without water, brilliant but drying. Thoughts of self-nurture are moisture that sinks into roots, allowing blossoms to stay vibrant. The good news is that soil revives quickly once watered. Likewise, your body responds swiftly to caring thoughts. 1 minute of soothing inner speech can lower pulse, soften muscle fibers, and calm the stomach's churn. Let's practice observing thought without judgment. Gently close your eyes if you choose, and notice the next idea that floats by. Perhaps it comments on this practice or drifts to tomorrow's tasks. Label it softly, thinking, then allow it to continue on its way like a cloud gliding across blue sky. Another thought arises, label it thinking as well, and let it pass. This simple exercise shows that thoughts are events you can notice rather than cages you must inhabit. Each label creates a moment of spaciousness where you may select a new, kinder thought. Bring your awareness now to the center of your forehead, where many imagine the seat of inner vision. Envision a small, warm light there. With each inhale, the light brightens. With each exhale, it sends a gentle glow through your body, reminding every cell it is safe. Safety is the ground in which self-love can grow. When the body feels safe, it releases tension, digests food smoothly, and repairs tissues efficiently. Thought, emotion, body, 3 dancers in one graceful waltz. You might hear an inner voice saying, "It's difficult to change thoughts." Offer that voice empathy. I understand you've carried heavy ideas for a long while. Then invite a new possibility. We can learn softer ways together. Learning is never a failure. It is curiosity in motion. Curiosity invites patience, and patience is medicine for the nervous system. Let's give the mind a phrase to rest upon, much like placing a smooth stone in the palm when the fingers feel restless. Silently repeat, "My thoughts support my healing." Feel how the words rest on the tongue, even unspoken. Notice if the breath becomes calmer. That calm breath carries oxygen, which fuels every organ. Already healing is underway. Turn your focus inward to the area behind the navel, the body's center of gravity. When thoughts are troubled, this region often tightens. Place a hand there if comfortable and speak inside. I am safe to relax. With each exhale, let the hand feel a tiny melting sensation beneath it, as if warm butter meeting toast. The loosening of abdominal muscles signals the brain to lower its guard. Then the digestive system, immune system, and even the heart gain energy once spent on defense. Consider also how loving thoughts reshape posture. When you think kindly about yourself, shoulders drop back, chin lifts softly, and breathing space widens. This posture feeds the brain more oxygen and signals confidence. Confidence then encourages further caring thoughts, creating an upward spiral of well-being. You may wonder whether one kind thought can truly shift years of self-criticism. Imagine a dark room where a single candle is lit. Instantly, shapes become visible. The room is not fully bright, yet the darkness is forever changed. Each compassionate thought is such a candle. Over time, many candles illuminate every corner. What once seemed hidden or frightening becomes understandable and safe. Let us practice a brief body scan infused with gentle thought. Starting at the crown of your head, say within, "You are precious." Move awareness to your eyes. You reflect light. To the cheeks, you show warmth. To the throat, you carry truth. To the heart, you radiate love. To the stomach, you process life with wisdom. To the hips, you support movement. To the legs, you stand strong. To the feet, you walk forward with grace. Pause and notice the overall sense in the body, perhaps a tingling ease, perhaps a quiet hum. This is the vibration of respectful thought, touching physical form. If at any point you feel skeptical, that is natural. Skepticism is simply a guard the mind built to prevent disappointment. Offer thanks to that guard for its service, and let it know that kindness is not a threat. it is nourishment. Over time, the guard may relax, trusting the new pattern. Remembering, let us use that word once for emphasis only, you direct your inner weather. Stormy thoughts bring storms. Gentle thoughts invite gentle breezes. The more often you choose words of care, the more your inner climate softens. As the climate softens, the body thrives, and the heart feels safe to open wider. In this opening arises a profound realization. Loving yourself is not vanity, it is vitality. It is the act of aligning thought, emotion, and physiology in a single choir singing wellness. Each voice, mind, heart, body, takes its note, creating harmony that echoes far beyond your skin. Others in your presence hear that harmony and feel inspired to seek their own. Breathe deeply once more, noticing how the air feels as it enters and leaves. Offer gratitude to yourself for exploring the link between thought and body, for witnessing how a shift in inner dialogue begins to relax muscles, slow pulse, and steady emotion. Keep this awareness as a gentle companion through your day, reminding you that every thought is a seed, every breath a sip of life-giving water. Plant wisely, breathe kindly, and watch the garden of your being flourish. When you've lived much of your life placing others first, it can feel unfamiliar to turn inward and offer the same love to yourself. But within you is a quiet wisdom that knows how. Today, we begin by planting gentle seeds, words of kindness that can take root in your heart and begin to bloom. These are called affirmations. They are not wishes or demands. They are reminders. They are statements of truth that help clear away old weeds of doubt and plant new patterns of growth. Let's begin with this one. I am open to loving myself a little more today. There is no pressure here, just a little more. Speak it softly within. Notice how the words feel in your body. Do they settle somewhere in your chest or behind your eyes? You don't have to believe the words fully yet. Simply allowing them to land is enough. You are not forcing change. You are creating space for change to unfold naturally, like a bud gently opening to sunlight. Words repeated often have power. The mind is always listening, and the body listens too. When you speak kindly to yourself, it is as if your cells lean in to hear more. The nervous system begins to soften, muscles unclench, the breath deepens. Over time, affirmations begin to reshape the inner landscape. Instead of criticism, there is encouragement. Instead of fear, there is safety. Instead of doubt, there is trust. Let's try another one together. I am worthy of the love I give so freely. These words can become your companions throughout the day. You might say them while brushing your teeth, or waiting in line, or sitting quietly before bed. Each repetition is like a gentle pat on the back from your highest self saying, yes, keep going. You are doing beautifully. If saying the words aloud feels uncomfortable, you can start in your mind. The subconscious still receives the message. Over time, it becomes familiar, and what becomes familiar starts to feel safe. You may wonder how affirmations can make a difference. Think of it this way. Imagine a small child who hears only harsh words. Eventually, that child wilts. But when spoken to with love, the same child grows strong, confident, and joyful. Your inner being is just like that child. It responds not to perfection, but to kindness. When you offer loving words, you begin to reparent the parts of you that were once ignored or judged. Affirmations are that loving voice, guiding you back home to yourself. If any resistance comes up, that's okay. You might hear thoughts like, this is silly, or It won't work for me. Those are just echoes of past beliefs trying to protect you. You can meet those thoughts gently too. Say to them, "Thank you for trying to keep me safe, but I'm choosing something new." Resistance is not the enemy. It is a sign that you are growing, stretching, evolving. Let that be a good sign. Let's take another breath together. Inhale and think the words, "I am safe to be kind to myself." Exhale and imagine tension melting out through your fingers and toes. You can repeat this often throughout your day. Anytime you feel overwhelmed or unsure, pause and choose a loving thought. Let the mind be a garden you tend with care, pulling out old beliefs and planting fresh, kind ones in their place. There are no rules about when or how to use affirmations. Some people write them down in a journal. Others say them in the mirror. Some whisper them before sleep. You can choose what feels natural for you. What matters most is your sincerity. Even if the words feel unfamiliar now, trust that with gentle repetition, they will begin to feel like your own voice. You might even write your affirmations on a card and place it somewhere you'll see each day. A mirror, a notebook, a phone lock screen. Let them become like sunlight streaming through the window. You don't have to look directly at the light to benefit from its warmth. Just being near it makes a difference. Let's try one more. Every day, I am learning to love and value myself more. Feel how gentle and forgiving that is. There is no demand, no rush, just a daily unfolding. The same way flowers turn toward the sun without effort, you can turn your thoughts toward love, slowly and naturally. As you continue this practice, you may begin to notice small shifts. Perhaps your inner critic grows quieter. Perhaps you catch yourself saying, "It's okay, I'm learning," instead of, "I always mess up." These are signs that the affirmations are working, not by magic, but by intention, by repetition, by the courage to speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone you care about. Today, choose one affirmation that speaks to your heart. Say it softly. Repeat it gently. Let it echo in your mind and settle in your heart. Let it walk beside you as you move through your day. This is the beginning of a new relationship with yourself, a relationship based on kindness, patience, and love. You are doing beautifully. Keep going. There is a special kind of healing that happens when you meet your own reflection with love, not just on the good days, but especially on the tender ones. When you wake with doubt in your chest or carry invisible weight on your shoulders, that's when the mirror becomes more than glass. It becomes a doorway back to compassion. Let's step gently through that doorway today, together. Find a mirror. It could be large or small, in your bathroom or in your bedroom. What matters most is your willingness to look not for flaws, but for presence, not for perfection, but for connection. Stand or sit comfortably. Rest your gaze on your eyes, not with judgment, but with quiet curiosity. These eyes have seen so much. They have witnessed both sorrow and joy. They have guided you through every step of your journey. Now take a breath. Let the air move all the way into your belly and slowly out again. Feel your feet on the ground. Place one hand over your heart if that helps you feel grounded. Then softly say to the reflection, "I am here for you." That's all. Just that. Let those words land, even if they bring up emotion. Let them land, especially if they do. It means something is shifting. Mirror work is not about fixing. It is about meeting. It is about showing up for the person who has longed to be seen, not by the world, but by the self. When you say kind words into your own eyes, you begin to dissolve old layers of shame, guilt, and unworthiness. You begin to whisper to the younger parts of you, "You matter. You're enough. I love you." Let's try a few affirmations together now. Speak them gently into the mirror, even if your voice shakes. I love and accept you exactly as you are. Take a breath. You are doing the best you can, and that is enough. Pause again. You deserve love, safety, and peace. Let the silence between each phrase hold space for the meaning to sink in. At first, mirror work may feel awkward. It's okay. It's normal. For many, this may be the first time they've truly looked into their own eyes with compassion. If tears come, let them come. They are part of the cleansing. If laughter bubbles up, let it rise. That too is a release. The mirror has no judgment. It simply reflects, and in that reflection, you begin to see your own light. Practice this for just a few minutes each morning or night. It doesn't need to be long. What matters most is consistency. Each repetition becomes a thread, weaving a new story of self-love. Over time, the words you speak begin to feel less like wishes and more like truth. The face in the mirror begins to feel less like a stranger and more like a beloved friend. You might notice that as you continue this practice, your thoughts throughout the day start to soften. You become more forgiving with yourself, more gentle when mistakes happen. You find that the way you speak inwardly mirrors the way you've learned to speak kindly to your reflection. And in doing so, your world shifts. Life becomes less about striving and more about belonging to yourself, first and foremost. Mirror work is one of the most powerful gifts you can give yourself. It requires no tools, no cost, no audience, just your presence, just your voice, just your willingness to be real with yourself. It is a practice that builds trust in your own love, trust in your own healing, trust in your own worth. Each day, as you meet yourself in the mirror, remember this: you are looking into the eyes of someone who is learning, growing, evolving, someone who has walked through fire and still stands, someone who deserves the very love they have given so freely. Let that be your truth. Let it be the foundation upon which you build everything else. And when you feel ready, close the mirror session by saying, "Thank you for showing up. I am proud of you." Then carry that energy into your day like a warm blanket wrapped around your spirit. Because you are worthy, you are valuable, and you are deeply, deeply loved. There is something truly beautiful that happens when you pause to notice the good within yourself. Often we move through life focused on what's missing, what's wrong, or what hasn't yet been achieved. But underneath all that noise is a steady rhythm, a quiet list of things done well, acts of kindness offered, moments of patience shown. Gratitude, when turned inward, becomes a mirror that reflects the truth. You have already given so much, and there is so much about you to honor. Let's begin a simple practice. Take a quiet moment, pick up a notebook or open a fresh page, and write down 3 things you appreciate about yourself. They don't need to be grand. Start with what's true. I listened patiently today. I took a break when I needed one. I spoke kindly to myself. These small recognitions matter. They are bricks that build the foundation of self-worth. Gratitude journals are often used to focus on external blessings, and that's a beautiful habit. But today, let's turn that same light inward. When you write about yourself with appreciation, You train the mind to see your value more clearly. You begin to quiet the voice that says, "Not enough," and awaken the one that says, "I am learning, I am growing, I am doing my best." This practice can become a soothing part of your evening routine. Before bed, light a candle or simply sit quietly and write 3 things you're proud of from your day. Not just accomplishments, but ways you showed up with heart. Did you breathe through a difficult moment? Did you comfort yourself instead of criticize? Did you smile even when it wasn't easy? Those moments are sacred. They are proof of your inner strength. And if you feel unsure of what to write, begin with the body. I'm grateful for my legs that carry me. I'm thankful for my breath that keeps me grounded. I appreciate my hands that help me care for others. The body responds lovingly when it is seen. Gratitude creates a bridge between mind and body, a bridge where healing flows freely in both directions. As the days go by, you may notice a change. You begin to catch yourself in the act of being kind and think, "That was good of me." You begin to celebrate progress instead of perfection, and you start to feel a quiet joy, not the loud joy of achievements, but the soft joy of self-acceptance. This joy is the medicine that so many hearts crave, and it lives inside you, ready to bloom. Try adding a small affirmation at the end of each journal entry. "I am grateful for who I am becoming," or "Each day I grow more in love with myself." These words seal the practice like a gentle blessing. They remind the mind to carry that gratitude into your dreams, your rest, and your tomorrow. You do not need to wait until you feel healed or whole to practice gratitude. Gratitude is not a reward for being perfect. It is the path to discovering that you already are enough. Each time you write, you affirm your place in this world. Each word becomes a soft declaration that says, "I matter." And when the days feel heavy and self-appreciation feels out of reach, let this be your practice still. Write the words anyway. Say, "Today was hard and I stayed," or "I am showing up even when it's difficult." These are not small things. These are milestones on the journey back to love. So tonight, pick up your pen. Let your hand move gently with no pressure. Let each word be a pedal on the path home to yourself. There is always something in you to be thankful for. Always. Each new day is a blank canvas, and you, dear soul, are the painter. You've now begun to soften your thoughts, care for your body, and speak to yourself with more kindness. But the beauty of this journey is that it never asks for perfection. It simply invites presence. Now let's take this presence into the way you walk through your everyday moments. Because love is not only found in words, it is also found in the way you prepare your morning tea, in the way you open the window for fresh air, in the way you gently place your hand over your heart when no one is watching. Small daily habits are powerful messages to yourself. They say, "I matter." They say, "My well-being is a priority." These do not have to be big or complex gestures. You might begin the morning by placing one hand on your heart before getting out of bed and whispering, "Thank you for carrying me." You might choose to start your day with water and breath before reaching for your phone. You might place a sticky note on the bathroom mirror that reads, "You are doing beautifully." Even the food you choose can become a message of love. Eating slowly, chewing with attention, thanking your body for its work. These turn meal times into moments of connection. The walk you take outside is not just movement. It is a declaration. I am willing to receive sunlight. I am willing to be part of the beauty around me. And when stress tries to return, and it will, remember that your response can be softer now. You can pause. You can breathe. You can ask, what would love do here? Love might ask you to rest. Love might ask you to speak up. Love might ask you to be still for just a few more minutes. Listening to that voice again and again rewrites the script you've lived by. One habit that supports this new way of being is creating a few moments each night to reflect, not to judge, but to witness. Light a candle, take a pen, and ask, how did I care for myself today? What did I learn about what I need? How did I show love, even in the smallest way? Writing this down anchors it. It tells the mind, this matters. If you forget, it's okay. There are no missed opportunities, only invitations that come again. Every sunrise is another chance to love yourself better. And even on the days when you feel disconnected, know this, the path is still here. You are never starting over. You are simply continuing from where you left off, carrying the lessons forward. You might begin to notice your energy shift. Maybe you say no without guilt. Maybe you speak with a little more clarity. Maybe you stop apologizing for taking up space. These are signs that love is rooting itself deep inside you, not loud or showy, but steady, quiet, true. Let yourself be nourished by the little things, soft socks, warm soup, music that moves your spirit. Let yourself say, yes, I deserve this, even when the old voice says otherwise. That old voice is fading. It is being replaced with something far more loving, something far more true. As you go forward, let this be your reminder. You do not have to wait until everything is perfect to begin living with love. You don't need anyone's permission to care for yourself tenderly. You are allowed to choose yourself over and over again, not because you're selfish, but because your well-being matters. When you are well, when you are nourished, your light touches everything and everyone around you. Say to yourself now, softly and with sincerity, today I choose to treat myself with kindness. Today I walk in love. Let that be your compass. Let that be your home. You've come such a beautiful distance today. You've opened your heart to a new way of living, a way that includes you fully and completely. You've reminded yourself that your love, your care, your time, they matter just as much when they're directed inward as when they're offered out. This journey toward self-love is not a destination to reach. It is a daily rhythm, a soft choice made again and again, to speak with compassion, to rest without guilt, to honor your needs, to forgive yourself for being human. You have shown so much courage. Courage not in big, loud acts, but in the quiet willingness to turn inward, to pause, to listen, to begin. If there is one truth I hope you carry with you, it is this. You deserve the love you give so freely, not someday, not when you've achieved more, not when others see your worth, but now, in this breath, in this moment. Let your days be filled with tiny moments of care, a smile in the mirror, a deep breath in traffic, a whispered, I'm proud of you, before bed. These are not little things. These are acts of transformation. These are the roots of healing. And when you forget, when the old voices return and try to pull you back into old patterns, gently remind yourself, I am learning to love myself. I am doing the best I can. And that is enough. Let these words hold you. Let them walk beside you. Let them be your new story. And so, with love in your heart and hope in your hands, take one step forward, a small step, a kind step, a true step, because you are ready, because you are worthy, because the love you've been giving all along belongs to you too. And now, softly, repeat with me, I am worthy of love, especially my own. I give myself permission to receive. I choose to love myself today and always. Take a deep breath. Let it fill you with warmth. And as you exhale, feel that love expand beyond your body, out into your world. You are safe. You are seen. You are loved. And that, dear heart, is more than enough.